What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. Alright, so this is the situation we have right here. This video is going to be coming quite late, so I'm apologizing ahead of time, but I was waiting to see what updates we'd have for both the Atlantic and Pacific. We don't have really any new updates in the Pacific, but we do have some new information out in the Atlantic with that Caribbean area of interest right here. You can see it's starting to bubble up. This is where it is. They haven't designated this an invest yet, which is why there's not a concentrated area of satellite imagery. So we'll have to wait and see as that develops. But yeah, this is the situation we have right here. This is the 5-day outlook. We now have a 10% chance in the next 2 days and a 40% chance in the next 5 days. So let's go ahead and read this. A broad area of disturbed weather is located over the southwestern Caribbean Sea, associated with a surface trough of low pressure. Some slow development is possible, and a tropical depression could form by late this week if the system remains over water. The disturbance is expected to move northwestward near the coasts of Nicaragua and Honduras during that time. Regardless of development, this system could produce periods of heavy rainfall across portions of eastern Nicaragua and eastern Honduras late this week. So 40% in the next 5 days once again. Let's go ahead and take a look at the modeling of this right here. So this is 6 hours out. The low pressure system's already there, and this thing starts to develop. It kind of meanders off the coast of Nicaragua and Costa Rica for a few days, and then it starts to slowly move up. It eventually, according to the GFS, makes landfall at the border of Nicaragua and Honduras as either a strong tropical storm or weak hurricane, and then it continues to intensify into a Category 1 as it hits in Belize right here, which the GFSs tend to be quite aggressive with these kinds of models, but this is some of the modeling we're looking at. And this thing just weakens as it goes into Mexico and the Yucatan and other areas along that. So let's actually go ahead and compare that to other models right here. The NAVGEM right here. Not all of it's out yet, but we do have a fair chunk of this. So the NAVGEM, it's basically has this as a strong tropical storm, and it instead of making landfall in Belize, this thing now has it making landfall in Cuba, which that is an interesting change from quite a while back. So we'll have to keep a very close eye out on that, because the NAVGEM now has this forecast as a potential strong tropical storm to weak hurricane right here, which that would be interesting to take a look at. That's a new scenario I've noticed. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the European model, kind of to see what that is suggesting. And not a lot of development here, actually. The European surprisingly doesn't really have anything. It has a low pressure system, but it doesn't even have that. So that's a bit interesting. Let's take a look at the CMC to see if they have anything to say about it. Apparently they don't, but yeah, apparently they really don't. So yeah, that's an interesting thing to look at. Let's look at this one as well. And yeah, the only models we can really go off with is the GFS and the NAVGEM when it comes to this. So that's an interesting dynamic to take a look at. The GFS, in my opinion, is a bit aggressive when it comes to this. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see when it comes to that. I'll tell you why I think it's a bit aggressive. First of all, that wind shear is still quite strong in this area. Even the NAVGEM, will basically have this move through this insane wind shear into Cuba. So it does seem like a Category 1 hurricane at landfall in Belize is possible, but at the same time, it's not the most likely scenario. And the reason being is the wind shear, the warm water. There is plenty of warm water for this thing to feed off of and to go ham, essentially. But the wind shear is what is limiting this. So that's the situation we have right here. And yeah, that's basically what we have. This is the latest update. This video is coming out pretty late, I know, so I do apologize for that. So yeah, with that being said, that's really going to end this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps me out, helps me make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather, and I hope I am doing it with this channel, these videos, etc., etc. But if you're in Belize, Nicaragua, Honduras, all those areas, even Cuba, I would keep a very close eye out on this. So with that being said, have a wonderful day. And if you're in those areas, keep a very close eye out on this. monitor your local weather observations, and stay safe.